Hello, hello, Taurus. This is Miss Joan of Miss Joan's Tarot on the Hill. I'm here and I'm programming these cards for September, which will be the 4th through October 1st. And so it'll only be 4 weeks, and we will have 4 columns of cards. I will program these cards for you, and then we'll get started with the reading for the overview. Not until after I program those for the first week, so that we're ready to go. Alrighty then, set these aside for a minute. We'll go ahead and program these for the first week of September, the 4th through the 10th, which we'll go deep on at the very end of this video. Alright? Alright, so we're going to set these aside and we'll get into that later. But for now, we're going to go ahead and set up the 4 columns that represent the month of September. 4 columns, 1 for each week. And the first row is always where we are, or the theme of the week, right? And the second row is going to be, of course, what's blocking us. And the third will be our solutions for that week. I don't read cards upside down. It's just not something I learned to do. It doesn't change the meaning of the card. If it comes out negative, it's going to be negative. Sorry. But it won't be evidenced by a reverse card. And of course, there are no bad cards in the deck. They're only lessons. So be aware of that when we see quote-unquote scary cards. Because there aren't any. There's just other facets of ourselves, right? So, cool. I'm going to set these aside, and we will get started on the overview for September. All right? So, the week of the 4th through the 10th, we are looking at the Knight of Wands, which is meaning that you're going to have to fight for your ideas. There's things going on where you're just really going to have to stand up for yourself. Stand up for what you want, what you need. I think that it's something that you can get. You just have to put it out there in the right package to make sure that you're getting it, right? There's the 5 of Swords here, taking your power back, which is something that's blocking you, actually. So it's interesting to know that even as you have the idea that you want to fight for your ideas, getting your power back may not be on the docket, okay? So it may not be the right time. So let's just get in deep on this at the end, and we'll find out the truth of that. The Ace of Cups is here, saying that there is some new love and joy coming your way. This could be a new pet. This could be a baby. This could be any form of love whatsoever. It doesn't have to be a personal baby. It could be a relative having a baby. So this is just new life in your house, in your love, in your heart. And so you'll be opening your heart to new stuff. Excellent. Let's keep this in mind as we move forward for the next week of September 11th through the 17th. All right. We have the 3 of Cups here, saying that there is going to be some serious joy and possibly a gathering of people with joy involved. 3 of Cups is always a good party. That's just been my recollection of that. The area where you're blocked is the Queen of Pentacles. There's going to be a lady who's very worried about the money, who is going to be maybe blocking the party. So that's unfortunate. I'm sad to see that. They're going to try and stand in the way of the party. But what's interesting here is we have the Wheel of Fortune as your solution. And the solution for this particular week is that your karma is going to be what plays it out. If you can work out your karma to the benefit, because you've certainly done lots of good things in this moment of now. I believe you can actually end up getting what you want. It's just a matter of how you go about it, all right? So work that karma, girl. And ladies and gentlemen, of course, everybody's included here. Absolutely. It's going to be a very good time to work your karma. You've been doing some good things, so maybe the things that you were fighting for over here will come through the following week, because you've got your karma in place and you've done your thing and you've come up with some good solutions and some good explanations for why things should happen, and it's a good idea. Hey, the very next week, the 18th through the 24th, we have the 6 of Cups, meaning that you're going to be able to do some giving from your heart, a little charity slash, you know what, I have this thing and it's in excess and I'm going to give it to you. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Very nice. What's blocking you apparently is the 10 of Cups, which is the wishes fulfilled card, which means that you're going to want to be careful about what you're wishing for, because whatever you're wishing for is coming through and it's blocking you. So unfortunately, whatever this is not going to be to your benefit. Pay careful attention to what you wish for, all right? Okay. And this is Hierophant as your solution, and it's saying that you need to return to your faith. The F word, sorry. The fact is that it's all about you putting into practice that part of whatever it is that you believe in. Totally have no rules on that myself. You want to burn a candle, you want to burn sage, you want to go to temple, do you. It's okay. But you want to do the physical stuff that keeps you feeling like you're in contact with a big guy, okay? Or girl, or it, or whatever. You know, you get me. So that's cool. Just do whatever it is you need to do to feel in contact with it and embrace it, okay? Let that be part of what you're doing while you're doing this other wonderful good karma stuff. Hey, this is a good time. We got some good karma. You need more karma, so you're making more good karma over here. It's good. Perfect. Excellent. At the end of the month, September 25th through October 1st, we're looking at the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords is saying that, hey, you are going to be given more responsibility. Ba-ba! Maybe as a result of you getting some of what you wished for, you're also getting more responsibility. And there's nothing wrong with that. The King of Pentacles, this man who is very involved with the finances, may want to stand in your way and say, well, you can't take on so much responsibility. You're pretty much doing the whole thing yourself, and it's too much. So he's going to try and be the voice of reason for you. And I think that what you can do, because the Four of Swords is showing up here to tell me that this will be the foundation of your power in this moment of now. This extra bit of responsibility that you'll be taking on is something that you can actually take this responsibility and delegate it to your people. You are going to take on new responsibility, but you're also going to delegate it to your team. You have a supportive team, and the more responsibility you have, the larger your team. The fact is, the King of Pentacles may or may not understand that you're just going to delegate it and keep everything moving. Keep the ball rolling by not pushing the whole ball yourself. Haha. This is wonderful news. I love to see this for you. You are going to be the boss man or woman of the situation. Your foundation and power will be strong, and the added responsibility will help with some of these other little areas where things are feeling a little funky and odd and difficult. So by the end of September, things are going to come together for you. Okay? Cool. I'm going to go ahead and save these cards over here, and as a result, we will get into the extended reading on these cards. Excellent. So what we have now is the Knight of Wands, the Five of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. We were talking about those. We want to go a little deeper. We're going to add 6 more cards. It'll just expand on this situation, okay? So this is good stuff. You're ready to add more information. Okay. So The Knight of Wands is here saying that, hey, you had some good ideas, right? You were fighting for your ideas. You wanted your ideas in place. The Star card has shown up to say that, you know what, the hardest work is over. You've done the hard work. It's going to be interesting for you to try and expand on what you've got. But it does look like there is some happy joy coming out of this experience. I mean, just being able to take a deep breath and say, ha, we finished. We got it done. That's a good thing. I want you to understand and feel that little bit of completion. Feel that sigh of relief. This is a pat on your back moment. You know, like, hey, we did this. We're ready. We're good to go. This is good stuff. And it went really well. And we're here. This is good stuff. The very area where you're blocked, of course, is the Five of Swords, which is you taking your power back. We're in a position where the Judgment card has shown up, and you have to make a decision in this moment of where, because the Five of Pentacles is here. So I'm getting the Five of Pentacles, Judgment, and the Five of Swords. So money and power are pretty much blocking. You've already given up a lot to be where you are right now. Given up a lot of money issues, but other people are still trying to pinch more pennies. And yet, so in this moment, whatever's going on, you can't really judge the situation. I think that it's maybe too soon to push for anything too dramatically interesting. Okay? So just take a deep breath, right? Take a deep breath, accept what's going on for what it is for right now, and know that in the future you'll be able to push for what you really want. But this is not the time. Right now you have to let people feel the way it feels right now so that they can begin to feel what it would feel like without it, right? So they need to have one experience that may be less than stellar so that they can have a new experience that's super stellar, okay? So, gotta let them have a bad experience before you give them a really good experience. So, that's interesting and super fun. Not really, but it's part of what goes on, and you're going to be maybe less than stellar, and that's okay. It's part of you getting to the other side of it, okay? It's important for that to be okay. The Ace of Cups is here saying that, hey, check it out. We are, in fact, having this thing go on where there's the gift of love, there's a gift of joy happening as your solution. I think that if you can get past all this not feeling supported stuff, you can get into the joy of it all and allow the joy to come bubbling out of you so that they feel like, hey, we're doing well, we're doing great, everybody's happy. It's fine. You can look happy even when things are going, and that's okay. It helps them feel like they're still winning and doing right. When things go wrong, you can do it with a smile and let it be their lesson. This is your lesson. I am doing the very best that I can with what I have, with what you've given me. And if it's not enough and I don't do well, I'm still smiling because I did what I could. I did the best I could. And now, if you need me to do better, you'll give me more. Perfect. So there. This is the gift of cups. So the Ace of Cups. We want you to stay in the happy zone. We want you to stay happy and joy. There is still the possibility of a new life, a new heartbeat coming into the world, into your world. That's a good thing. The Two of Cups is here saying that it's a partnership situation, and you and your partner need to get on the same page no matter what, whether it's work or home. Stay on the same page. Get straight with where you're going and what you want. And then we have the gift of the Six of Pentacles is down here, where you're going to be able to have just enough money to take care of yourself and a little bit extra to help others, right? That's the kind of goal for the finances, etc. And you're in that place where that's going to be happening for you. And that's a very nice way to go. So that's the first week of September, Taurus. And we will talk soon about next week.